Hey, it's Taylor Grant with Bellator Claims Resolution. I'm here to talk to you about the denial of the day. Today's comes to us from David of Frederick, Colorado. He writes, from the beginning of the claim, I was treated not like a customer, but someone who was trying to commit fraud. Questions from the call center reps to the claims manager to the adjuster are all designed to make you say something in a state of stress that will lower your claim amount that they will pay. Beware of insurance company tactics which compensate and reward employees for lowering the claim amount. Sounds crazy, but this is their model. Bottom line, to 3 months without the use of our business basement to a settled claim is a restorative bill of $24,000 to put the business back to pre-damage condition, and the insurance company wants to only pay $5,000 for the claim. Over 17 years of policy premiums, I'd have enough money to pay for most of the damage. Attorneys are now looking at the policy changes over the years where deductions were fraudulently made from coverage by the insurance company without proper notification. And that does happen to the insured, and then also changing the deductible from $1,000 to 1/2 of 1% of the total value. So the insurance companies make changes to your policy. Most people have no idea because most people don't read their policies, and I don't blame you. They're boring as hell. Who wants to read that crap? Nobody does, except for us, because we want to make sure that you're covered. And so you need somebody like us on your team to make sure that you have the right coverage before the disaster occurs, and then be able to apply that policy to the damage that has occurred after the disaster, a storm, say a hailstorm, and make sure the insurance company fully pays what they owe on your property insurance claim. And that's what we're here for. So if you have hail damage from the recent storms here in Colorado or Wyoming, please contact us sooner rather than later. You might not be able to see the damage, and that's the problem. Because even though you can't see it, it's still damaged, especially these small little strikes that happen and create just a little opening like that big in your roof when you're looking across 1,000 square feet on your commercial property roof. You just have no idea where these little holes are. But guess what happens to those little holes? They become big holes in Colorado because of the freeze-thaw cycle, and the UV rays that are hitting your roof. It does a ton of damage and will make those small hail holes bigger and bigger and bigger, and then your roof will leak. The problem with that is if you don't have somebody look at it that understands what they're looking for, that has the scientific tools to see the damage that you can't visually see, but you can see with a device. If you don't have somebody like that working on your team, you are in jeopardy of not getting a legitimate claim paid. And then if you had damage this year and you waited 2 or 3 years until the roof leaked and then try to make a claim then against that storm date, it might be too late. You might have waited too long to actually make a claim against that storm date. So I beg of you, get us involved sooner than later. It will always work in your favor. Even if you don't need us at that moment, if we get involved and document the roof and say, hey, look, there is no damage, and then a storm comes next year, and the insurance company is like, well, this is old damage. Oh, really? It's interesting because my public adjuster, Taylor, was on the roof and documented it and said there wasn't any damage. And now a year later, we have a hailstorm, and you're telling me, Mr. Insurance Company, that this is old damage. Interesting. Hey, Taylor, do you have those photos? Let's make a claim, man. And that's how the conversation goes when you have the right people working on your team, doing the right things at the right time. Contact us today, bellatorclaims.com.